Today is the 14th of December, and today I thought it would be a little different and interesting if in this video you get to know a little bit about me and I get to think about my life. So I'm doing a Q&A with a few questions that I found online so that you can understand and get to know why I'm the way I am. So I'm just going to read out the questions. So if I look down, that's my laptop with the questions on them, and then I will answer them as best as I can. I haven't really thought about these questions. I have read through them though, and I thought that these would be the best set of questions for you to get to know me. There's some easy ones, there's some more deeper ones, and there's just a good mix of questions that I thought would be good. The first question is, are you named after anyone? Now, I'm not named after anybody in my family or someone we know, but I am named after someone in the Bible who was also named Rhoda, and my name actually means rose in Greek or Latin. I'm not too sure. I always get confused one or the other. I think it is Greek. Yes. My dad chose my name, and he chose it even before I think he was married, so he had two names, Rhoda and Jethro, already chosen. And when he got married to my mom, he kind of suggested that name and she liked it, and so I'm named Rhoda. Now the second question is, when was the last time you cried? Now I, for the life of me, don't remember this, but I'm pretty sure I would have cried recently. But normally I do cry. I think, okay, I know when I cried. I cried, I think, when I was reading a book. I was reading a fiction book, and I think there was a scene where somebody was dying or somebody was leaving, and I think I cried a little bit there. So basically I cried over a book. That's where I usually cry. I cry maybe when I'm reading or watching a movie, or when I am tired. That's one time when I cry, is when I'm tired. So if you see me crying anytime, know that I'm tired, because I just, like, there's no reason for my tears. When I'm tired, I just cry. That's my body's response of telling me that, Rhoda, you're tired. And so I think that was the last time I cried, but if not, then I would have cried the last time I was tired for some reason. The next question is, if you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? Now, I have been told by my friends from school, I think even from college maybe, that the first time they met me, I came off as arrogant, and that is so not true. The reason I come off as arrogant is because I'm an introvert and I am not the best at introducing myself to people and small talk, especially when I don't know the person. And so the first time you meet me, I would have probably been quiet and not so talkative. Now that's changed over the years, I think, and I think I'm not the same anymore. So now if I meet myself, I think I will befriend myself. But probably if I was maybe 6-7 years back, it would have taken a while if I was someone else to befriend me, because I was not a very social person, let's put it that way. So the next question is, where were you born? I was born in the city of Kanpur, which is in Uttar Pradesh, which is in northern India. I was born there because my mother's parents lived there and they worked there in IIT Kanpur campus, and so my mom went there when she was giving birth to me, and I was born there, and I probably spent a few months there before coming back to Mumbai, where I lived with my family. The next question is, what are your hobbies? So my main hobbies are reading, I think writing. I used to sketch at one point of time, but I was not really good at it, and I don't anymore. And I also like photography. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do have a sibling. His name is Jethro, but he no longer is with us on this earth. He passed away 4 years ago, and he is now in heaven. He was 19 and a half years old when he died, and he was my best friend, and I think, yeah. What was your favorite subject in high school and worst subject in high school? Now, my favorite subject in high school, I think, was either, okay, high school. High school is, I think it was business studies, yes. In high school, it was business studies. In Yes, I think business studies or English literature. Actually, I liked all my subjects in high school because I could choose them. I didn't go to a school where I had to do either science, commerce, arts. I could choose subjects, and so I chose English literature, business studies, history, and what was my fourth one? I think theology, yes. Theology, and so I liked all four of these, but I think my best was business studies because I really enjoyed it. Yeah, business studies. And my worst subject in high school, as I said, I liked all my subjects in high school. If I had to look back, not the last 2 years of high school, but the 2 years before that, I think mathematics, because I didn't particularly enjoy the way it was taught, and yeah, I didn't like it. I think I used to like it at a certain point in my school life, but I didn't. And then finally, but then that's the one in my 10th grade that I got my highest marks in, so that was weird. But yeah, that's just one subject that I have not liked since then even. So yeah, mathematics was one. What is your favorite drink? Now my favorite drink has to be coffee. I can drink coffee anytime, any place. I don't have it with any kind of milk or sugar or anything added to it. Just plain black coffee, as strong as it can be. That's my favorite drink. Favorite memory from childhood? Now this is a hard one because honestly I have very less memory from my childhood. I have horrible memory, and most of the things that I remember are not actually events but feelings that I had after events, and that's how I remember the events. So for example, I went to Hong Kong when I was a child. I don't know whether I've even told my parents this, but I went to Hong Kong with my dad, and I remember, like, I remember nothing of Hong Kong except for what has been told to me and what I've seen in pictures. But I remember this instance where we were crossing. It was kind of like overbridge, or like a kind of like a bridge where people were walking, and I turned around for a second and my dad wasn't there, and that feeling of fear and everything that came over me in that second, I think it was just 2 seconds, because the next minute I could feel his hand holding on to me. But just that fear, I remember that still, but I don't remember anything else that happened in that city. So I remember feelings like this. I don't have particular memories of childhood. I have memories of feelings, and most of my memories of childhood have been recreated by the pictures that I've seen, which I have a lot of. So I don't think I can specifically say that this is my favorite memory of childhood. How is your relationship with your parents? My relationship with my parents is very good. I'm very close with both my parents. My mother is more like a friend to talk to, and my dad is always there, always ready to listen, always ready to counsel. And yeah, I'm very close with them. I spend a lot of time with them, especially now at this part of my life. I lived 6 years away from home, 2 years in boarding school, 4 years in Mumbai, and so once I've come here to live in the same city as them, I think our bond is stronger, but it always has been stronger. I remember my dad coming to Mumbai for business, and whenever he was in town, I would spend my entire day with him. Like, I would follow him around everywhere he went. I would not go to college, or if I had to go to college, I would just go and then again meet him. So I think our bond was always strong, and I think our family bond was always strong, and so that's how my relationship is with my parents. What's on your mind? Currently on my mind is that I want to finish this video, and I want to go on a run, and I want to sleep early so that I get up early. Yeah, so basically my mind always works like 2 steps ahead, thinking what's next. But yeah, that's on my mind, that I need to finish this and then do that. What's your favorite quote? Now my favorite quote ever. I have many favorite quotes. Earlier it used to be carpe diem, but I think recently it is with great power comes great responsibility, because it's a reminder to me that I have been given a lot and I need to give a lot, and that's the theme of my life, that my life is not my own. I keep saying this on my channel, but my life is not my own, and so that is my favorite quote, which overarches everything else. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? I can live anywhere in the world, I think. I feel I will be able to adjust anywhere, but the places that draw me to them, are places that have a lot of energy, like cities. So one thing is any city in the world probably, and also places that have a lot of creativity in them. So okay, cities like Mumbai, cities like not Delhi but Mumbai and cities like New York, London, I think I could live in them. Sydney, and places with creative things in them, like places with creativity in them. I think a creative vibe, and those are places like, I think like Melbourne is a place like that, or places with character. I think Amsterdam, I could live in Amsterdam. So I think I have flexibility with where I would want to live, but I think mostly it would be a city, or it would be a place with character or history or culture. I think that matters to me a lot. And last question, I like this question. What do you want to be when you grow up? Now, I don't see myself as grown up, so I still kept this question in because it's still relevant, it still matters. So I, as a child, wanted to be many different things. I wanted to be an archaeologist, I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted to be a teacher, I wanted to be a dancer, and I had a lot of interests, and even currently I have a lot of interests, and I do a variety of things. And so what I want to be when I grow up, or when I reach the stage when I can say to myself that yes, I have achieved this, is I want to be someone who has made a dent in this world. And I think whether I do it as an archaeologist, whether I do it as a dancer, whether I do it as a musician, whether I do it as a lawyer, or whatever it is that I can be, I wish to leave a dent in this world. And I think that's what I want to be when I grow up, that whatever I do, whoever I am, whatever I become, that I use that to leave a dent in this world. So that's all for the questions. I hope that you got to know me just a little bit better. If you want me to do some Q&As with some specific themes, let me know in the comments down below. I will be happy to do them. I think I like answering questions. It just makes my life easier. And I thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching December Diaries, and I will see you tomorrow.